So guys, in this video, I am going to talk you through some of the policies and some of the scams that we see with Meta. Now, Meta, which is our Facebook and our Instagram, have a very strict advertising policy. And if you don't follow them, your account could end up either being restricted or even banned. And trust me, it's not fun. Now, this video isn't here to scare you. It is purely just to make sure that you're clued up and protected right from the very start. Now, when running ads on Facebook or Instagram, you must understand that Meta can reject the ads, it can restrict accounts, or it can ban business managers if they believe that you're breaking the rules. Now, sometimes it does happen instantly, but it usually gets shut down for three main reasons, and I'm going to share those with you now. So, reason one, which is ad content. Now, this basically means that your ad says something or has text on there that Meta doesn't allow or doesn't like. Now, this could be anything from the list below, which is fake promises, misleading claims, any aggressive sale tactics, any health cure claims, or any financial guarantees. Now, this is the main reason that we see within our business that ads get rejected because of what it says within that. So it's super important that we're aware of the wording that we use when we're creating any ads. Now, this is things like not using quit your 9 to 5 or make X amount of money within a month or any health cure claims that we could put on an ad. Those are the things that we avoid and that we don't want to be using in wording on our ads. Now, as Meta is very sensitive with the wording, I have just listed below a few examples of things that we wouldn't say and things that we can say instead. Now, again, at this point, please don't panic. We will be talking you through how to make these ads and what things we can use and how to create them further down in the module. This is just so you've got a little bit of an understanding from the get-go and you know what you're looking out for when you come to the module of creating your ads. So, things that we would avoid saying are the claims as quit your 9 to 5 or make money fast or making a claim that you can make £5,000 in a month. Anything that, again, you're making that claim or guarantee of are the things that we avoid. On the flip side, if you look at what we could say instead, you've got things like build an additional income stream, create more flexibility around your work, develop new skills, or learn something new. Anything along those lines, we know that Meta are okay with, and they will give the go ahead for us to be able to use those. So it's just being very careful of how you're wording something and kind of flipping it to make sure that it hasn't got a claim or a guarantee in there. On to reason two, which is suspicious behavior. Now, Meta's AI watches your account activity kind of in the background, so it's always watching what's happening with any account. Now, these are a few things that it could get flagged up for with Meta's AI. So that's looking for if you create too many ad accounts. It's logging in from multiple different countries, any constant payment failures, any rejected ads over and over again, any fake profiles, and also running ads immediately on a brand new account. So these are all the things that Meta is constantly watching out for in the background. So just to cover a few of the ways that we can keep our accounts safe would be things like using the same cardholder name as business owner, paying all of the bills on time and using a reliable payment method. We've also got things that we've already covered like putting on your 2-factor authentication and also verifying any business managers. Now these are all things that we can do to prevent the Meta AI ever picking up or flagging up our account. We've also got things, obviously, like avoiding any rejections on ads, which we have covered. So that is to make sure that you don't get that kind of bad reputation with Meta as such. So it's making sure that we're doing everything we can to prevent any rejected ads. And then also building our accounts first to prevent any rejections. Now, this we will cover further on down the line. And we will talk you through how to build up your accounts and with things like page like and post like campaigns, but we will talk you through every step of the way to build that. But that is just another way that we can prevent Meta rejecting any of our ads or shutting down our business managers. And obviously on the flip side, things that we want to be avoiding are things like any declined cards that we could use, any chargebacks, using random cards, and also sharing our logins with lots of different people. Finally, on to reason three, which is poor trust signals. Now, this is when Meta doesn't trust your business. And this is all that this is with Meta. The relationship that you have with it is always trying to build that strong relationship with Meta and making sure that they trust you as a business and as an account. So things that they may flag up in this section would be things like no website or a broken website, or anything where the link that you click on from your ad doesn't actually match your ad. So if that's a website or if that's a type form or a landing page, anything that doesn't actually match your ad could also flag up as a bit of an issue. We've also got anything, obviously, like a scam looking landing page or anything where it's slow loading pages. So we always want to make sure that our pages that we're redirecting them to load quickly. There's no problems with it because that also may flag up. And then any misleading buttons or any auto redirect. So these are all just a few of the things that may flag up to Meta whether they trust the account or not. Now, this is why we want to make sure that everything aligns right from the very start. So right from that ad that people are clicking on all the way through to websites, landing pages, type forms. We want to make sure that it's flowing so nicely from the start to the finish, just to make sure that we're covering our backs on this and that Meta doesn't see us and think that we're not a real account. And again, guys, at this point, this is just for your information so that you're aware of the things to look out for. But please don't panic. We will be talking you through in detail as we take you through step by step how to create these accounts. But things that we need to avoid behaviors wise with Meta AI are things like editing your ads every hour, launching 50 new ads instantly on a brand new account, creating new accounts straight after bans. As we've mentioned, repeat rejected ads, or also any spammy scaling. So when you're trying to scale an ad that you've put out. Now, better ways that we can do this are things like warming the account up slowly by putting out lots of little ads and getting that account prepped and ready. Also, building your spend gradually. Keep any history clean and appeal professionally if needed. Now, if you do happen to get a rejected ad, there are things that we can do. So please just don't panic at this stage. We can request a review via Meta. So, first things that we would do would be to check the quality inside the business manager. So, make sure that everything else that you've got running at that time is compliant and can't get flagged up. The next thing is to read the actual rejection reason. So, when you get a rejected ad, Meta will always tell you the reason why. Now, only trust this if you go into your business manager, not if you get a message saying it, which I'll cover in a moment under the scam section. So, make sure that you're going into your business manager and reading what the rejection reason is. Now, then you would look at requesting the review. So once you've got that review, if you don't believe that what they've said their reason isn't actually a reason that you agree with, then you can request that review. And you can then fix the issue properly and then put it out again and see if that works. Or if you need the review, they will then have a look at it. If they actually agree and they say, yes, it's okay, then they'll take off that rejection for you. And also verify ID if requested at any point during that process to make sure that they know that it's you and you are a trustable account. Things that we should avoid is definitely like rage submit appeals. So don't keep submitting those appeals constantly because that will flag up as a bit of an issue. Don't create any new fake accounts, and obviously don't keep resubmitting any similar or the same ads. So if you've got a rejection, make sure that we are reviewing it, we're looking at it, we're changing what we need to, and then we're putting it out. So we're not just going to keep putting out the same accounts and the same ads, sorry. So before we move on to the next modules, guys, I just want to cover some scams that we see that target advertisers. So if you're running ads on Meta, you will almost always come across some messages saying your account's been restricted or your ads are about to be shut down. And a lot of these can look real. A lot of them you can notice from the get-go and you can tell that they're fake. But there is a few where actually they do use the Meta badges or the Meta information. So it's things that we need to look out for. And what I have done is just popped a few examples on the next few slides. And I have also attached below a document that has these screenshots on. So in your own time, if you wanted to go and have a look through, you can read all of the messages and you can see the sort of things that we've received, just so you know what to look out for and what to be aware of. So please feel free to pause this video and give these a read to familiarise yourself with them, or like I say, go to the document and you can have a look. But like you can see here, some of them you can tell instantly, but some of them do use the Meta branding or the urgent language or push you to click onto a link. But this is where they catch you out. So anything like this, as I mentioned, go back into your business manager and make sure you're checking through the official way and not trusting the messages that you get or clicking any links to put in your details or your account details. The goal for most of these scams is to get your login details or to get you to click on that link to be able to access then your ad account. So just please, guys, always be cautious. Don't click any links, don't log in through any messages, and always check things directly within the business manager through Meta. So that's covered all the policies and scams within Meta for you guys. Like I say, we will cover a lot of things in detail as we talk you through the next stages and in the next module. So please don't panic. And we will be guiding you through every step of the way and onto creating your ads and things. So please don't panic. We're always here to help. Make sure you have a read of the document below. It's got all of those screenshots on, so you can go and have a look at them in detail and read them through. And it also has the link for Meta's official policy. So the written policies that they've got, I've just picked out the main things that we see, but make sure you give that a read in detail. And good luck to you guys.